There's been increased vigilance around the country, particularly today. Some are already concerned that this level of vigilance will only be maintained for a week or so, and then things will go back to normal. To help us look into the matter, we have an analyst and chairperson of the Uganda Private Security Association, Grace Masco. You're welcome to NTV tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I need to first give you a little background. Just not so long ago, this is in the recent past, we had issues with machete-wielding assailants in parts of the country, a particular massacre, and government also, swung into action to go and, investigate members of parliament, the security ministers and all that. And now we have a threat which is at a higher level, bombs. Are you personally, you must be terrified to board a bus? I spoke to someone who says, I'm terrified to board a bus and all that. I was telling them, no, feel free, these things don't just come like that. Where do these things come from? Where should we look? Should we be terrified?
Well, this indeed it's a terrifying moment for everyone. Actually, someone today made a joke that he wanted to make social distance in a taxi to avoid being killed by a bomb. I mean, but that shows how, on a personal level, we have taken it to be. Definitely it's a challenging moment, but Uganda should also know that this is a situation we've lived with for some time, except now there is a resurgence of the same. We have to be extra vigilant, and our greatest weapon at the moment is going to be our eye, which God gave us. Being vigilant, check your neighborhood, check your premises.
I think that's the most used word, or if not most abused word, when it comes to taking care of ourselves. The most used word, every time something happens, we hear the word vigilant. But how deep do we go to make sure that we ensure that we're vigilant? Ugandans are very sharp people. But what should one look out for in that vigilance that you're talking about?
Yeah.
What kind of vigilance is that?
Okay, first of all, the depth of it should be on an individual level. Don't expect government to provide security to everyone, not anywhere in the world. So it has to be on a personal level. Now, what we do look out is suspicious objects. You can also look at a person with uneven features. For instance, especially those who have got like jackets on, or you look like someone is out of shape. Even to the extent that someone would even look pregnant when you see like a man who's pregnant or a woman who's pregnant. These are some of the signs that there's something which is not right.
You mean like wearing ill-fitting clothes, and
clothes,
perhaps with stuff inside?
With stuff inside, like even oversized bags, which are either heavy. Also, like the members of the public should take it on a personal level that if you are leaving your house, because this thing can shift from the public domain into our homes, residences, or where we work from. You just have to be very sure that there are no bomb shelters. What do I mean by bomb shelters? For instance, leaving a garbage can open for anyone to come and, or when you're leaving your house or your compound, make sure that either the gate is open or that there's no like intrusion while you are away.
Make sure the gate is closed.
Pardon?
You said.
Yes, yes. I mean, if it's and if you're to open the gate, you must be sure that the person who has either knocked on the gate, who's trying to gain entry, you've identified the person clearly, so that you don't open for an attacker. Yeah.
We've seen very many instances where you see suspicious items that you're talking about, garbage bins and on all kind of stuff. We are a society really that is not really very organized when it comes to garbage collection or even collecting stuff. You find heaps of garbage, you find this and that. So we are very, very disorganized, and perhaps this should be a lesson. So then the question is, when you spot a suspicious item like we normally do in the park or in a public place, what happens? What do? You scream, you run away?
Actually,
the security
what happens, first of all, is that you would have seen, your attention has already been attracted by that item in the first place. Alert the nearest person, if there are people nearby, and report to any security agencies. If you cannot, if you're the LOC1 of chairman is nearby or a member of the committee, please report.
Okay.
But don't get close. Don't scrutinize, because that's not your work. That's where the danger is. The moment you start stomping around that project, that's the item, that's where the problem
I'm told the
comes
time is up. But
yeah.
as the chairperson of the Security Association of Security, private security, the readiness of our security personnel at these sites, especially private security, these guys are sleeping, these guys are just eating maize and all that. Like, where is the readiness, and how companies are putting a lot of money? They're investing a lot of money in these private securities. Are we getting value for money as far as protecting ourselves is concerned as we go?
We're talking about close to 60,000 personnel. These are 320 companies that we are in charge of. But before all these instances, we had started training our personnel using through the Uganda Police and the security office under the Ministry of Internal Affairs. We've been carrying out, and even next week we still have some program training our personnel in counter terror activity programs.
Sure,
yes.
But make sure
it's been something that has been going, of course, quietly, but I mean, this gives us an opportunity to tell the Ugandans
that's very fantastic.
This is what we're doing.
Grace, we're running out of time, but you should give them food, you should pay them well, you should dress them well, they should feel human, and that is the only way they're going to feel like they will protect us and will also protect them, and also be vigilant, protect themselves. Thank you very much, Grace Musco, from the chairperson of the Association of Private Security. We'll definitely be coming to you every time something scares us. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's take a look at this question, and I just wanted to update you that just a while ago the United States Intel assessed that the IS in Afghanistan has the capacity to attack the United States in as little as 6 months. So it's not only us, so you need to be vigilant.